Hello there everybody, my name is Jinxette and today we are doing another Create a Sim video. We are going to look at my Sim self today because the first video I ever did was my Sim self and I watched it back like a few days ago and it definitely is not me. I was 19 when I made that video and looking back at it now, it's not a good representation of me and who I am. And I wanted to just recreate that. I wanted to give you guys a better idea of who I am. We did the get to know me tag for the 100 sub celebration. And that was super duper fun. So like answering questions and just letting you guys see a little bit more of who I am outside of video games and on YouTube. And I think also recreating my Sim self, you also get to see of like my fashion style and stuff like that. And so even on Twitter and Instagram, I asked you guys to ask me questions and I got a good response and I'm really excited to answer these. I was literally like liking all of them and going through my Instagram and I was like, I want to answer these now. So let's get right into it. I'm super excited about these questions. So the first question is your ideal Pokemon team. My ideal Pokemon team, without any legendaries, I can't say that I have any, like a full 6. And I do have types that I like lean more towards in terms of favorites. So I would definitely have Torchic. And I'm going to do the pre-evolutions and assuming you guys know the final evolutions. But Torchic, I'm going to say Sylveon because if you say Eevee, you have too many options. So Sylveon, Ralts, into a Gardevoir, not a Glade. And then Poplio. And those are the only ones I can think of off the top of my head. Those are my favorites. And I actually just bought a giant Poplio from my New York trip this past week. And I'm super excited about it. I didn't need to buy it, but I definitely did. And I love it. Favorite quote. So my favorite quote, if you guys haven't seen my Get to Know Me video, I think I also answered this question. So if you haven't, I'm going to link it down below and definitely check it out. I answered a ton more questions there. But my favorite quote is... it takes courage to become who you really are by E.E. Cummings. It's been one of my favorite quotes since high school. Don't have a specific reason why, but it is a really special quote for me. Do you have any tattoo ideas you'd want to get? I do have a couple of ideas. Like I want to get a Howl's Moving Castle tattoo, like something small. I'm not into huge like tattoo pieces, but I do like the little ones. Like I want like a little Calcifer or a little Gigi from Kiki's Delivery Service, which falls into I want a cat tattoo. I want to get a matching tattoo with one of my sorority sisters. So those are that's the gist of what I want at the moment. What did you want to be growing up? I always think it's interesting what our minds as children wanted to accomplish. So I actually really wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to teach kindergartners, and I think that if I wasn't an actor, I would probably still want to be a teacher. So yeah, I wanted to teach kindergartners. Do you collect things as a hobby or anything? Oh, do you collect things as a hobby or anything? I like kind of collect things. I also think it's like an excuse for me to like hoard random items and buy things I don't need. But I've collected keychains basically. That's like one of the big ones for me, I think, is I collect keychains. I've been collecting keychains since I was a kid basically. I have a giant thing of keychains at my parents' house, and then in my apartment I have like a little tiny jewelry box with keychains, and then I have even more keychains with my keys, mostly because I think that if I add more keychains to my keys I won't lose it, and they're kind of big and gaudy so it's like kind of hard to miss them. And I do that so it's easier to find if I lose them, but it doesn't really change it that I lose it. And sometimes I miss them for a few days, and that's not good. So don't be like me. Do you want kids? If so, how many? And what are your top 2 names for a boy and a girl? I do want kids. I want a kid, 2 in concept. And if so, what are your top 2 names for a boy and a girl? I don't have any names, honestly. I just know in concept that I would like 2 children, and I am okay with the idea of 1. Like in reality, 1. But I think it'd be really cool to have a girl. I would think it'd be really cool to have a daughter. And the only names I've thought of are literally Tyson and Claire. And those are the only names I've got. What's your favorite musical that's not Waitress? I've been called out. Okay. But I love Waitress so much. I guess Hedwig and the Angry Inch would be my favorite musical that's not Waitress. If you aren't familiar with Hedwig and the Angry Inch, I saw it in 2015 with Darren Criss. I'm a huge Darren Criss fan. But I saw it the first time to see Darren Criss, and the second time I went back because I loved the musical so much. I saw the show twice while it was on Broadway, and it's one of those musicals that are really about this beautiful story about transformation and accepting yourself and not feeling like you have to conform to labels or become something that someone else wants for you. You can just love yourself, and I think it's a beautiful transformation story, and it's really wonderful to see how different actors play Hedwig. I think it's just a really awesome story, and I love it, and I love the music. So if you really like rock musicals and are interested in stories like that, definitely check out Hedwig. I highly recommend it. If you could dye your hair any color, what would it be? Like a pastel color, so like lavender or pink, because as we know, Kiana likes pink. If you had to be a teacher, what subject would you teach? English, history, math, or science? English. Have you broken any bones? Okay, so I broke my toe, but that doesn't really count because that's not cool. I didn't have to get a cast or anything. I literally splinted my toe with a Band-Aid, and it was because I hurt it in an acting class my senior year. That's not fun. That's not cool. What's your favorite wine? My favorite wine is this sparkling wine called Blanc de Blanc. It's awesome. I love it. Besides the things we know you love doing, do you have any hobbies? I don't think so. Oh, no, wait. I like crafting. And like scrapbooking and stuff. That counts as a hobby. I'm sorry. I forgot. Favorite Sims 2, Sims 3, or Sims 4 family? I love the land grabs for some reason. I'm really obsessed with this like weirdly bougie family, but they're all really kind of awkward. Or like Nancy Landgrab. I don't remember her husband's name, but like she's so like she's so elegant looking to me, and then her husband is like the nerdiest looking guy, and I think that's a really cool combination, and I love that it exists. 5 all-time favorite songs. I don't think I listen to enough music for that, to be honest. I listen to a lot of music that I was really into in high school and in middle school. I don't really listen to music that much now, and I listen to a lot of musicals. That's what I listen to, so I don't really have 5 all-time favorite songs. I'm sorry. What's your dream job? I want to be an actor or a voice actor. That's what I would really, really love to do. Yeah. So, do you like to read? If so, what books are your favorite? I don't like to read. I'm sorry. I read a lot when I was a kid, but it's not something that I'm super into now. If I do end up reading something, it's an audiobook, and it's usually like probably, I guess, from my favorite actor. I read a lot of acting books by actors like Amy Poehler's book, Tina Fey's book, Jenna Fischer's book. I love hearing their story and their journey into acting. And it reminds me that, we all start doing this because it's something that's fun for us, and we don't do it because we want to be famous or anything. We do it because we love the art. We like making people entertained. We love just making people happy, and creating a story and bringing something to life like that brings a lot of joy. So that's, for me, that's why I like listening to actor books. And it's a really encouraging and motivating thing to listen to pretty known actors talk about how they work their butts off to get somewhere, and it takes 10 to 15 years, but that perseverance got them to where they are now, and it's really awesome to hear that, especially in a business that can take a while for you to really get somewhere, I guess, if that makes sense, because it's yeah and if you were on The Masked Singer, what would you choose as your costume? If I was on The Masked Singer, honestly, I would either probably be I didn't want to pick costumes that have already existed, but I would love to be like the lion or a unicorn. Ooh, or a Pegasus, like just like a horse with wings. Like, I would love that. That would be so cool. Or like, okay, so in My Little Pony, they're called alicorns. So like that. So think of like My Little Pony, but in a costume. So like fun, pastel, funky colors, and then a unicorn horn and some wings. That'd be really dope. Okay. And then the final question I got was, what would you sing at karaoke night? So I have a couple songs that I sing for karaoke. Chasing Pavements by Adele, Heads Carolina, Tails California. I can't remember who sings it right off the top of my head. And She Used to Be Mine by Sarah Bareilles. Or you can also just call it She Used to Be Mine from Waitress the Musical. Woo! But yeah, so thank you guys for sending in questions. I like answering your questions, and I like, getting to know you guys on a basis of like what you guys are curious to know about me, and I love getting to talk to you guys this way. And if you guys want to get to know me even more, I also stream, shameless plug. And I just love talking to you guys. I think this is one of the most fun things to do, is to like let you guys get to know me and have a way that I can connect with you guys. So yeah, I just thought this would be a really super cool and fun video to do. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, leave a thumbs up down below and subscribe if you want to see more. I post videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And yeah, and leave a comment down below if you guys have anything else you want to know about me. I'm happy to answer them. Or if you guys relate to any of the things that I said, I would love to hear what you guys have to say. And I will see you guys in the next video.